under its tower. What is the choice going to be for Ascension?
I mean, you can go even like safer, play something like an Ezreal. What the hell? Okay.
Well, if you're going to go out swinging, I guess. Vayne now getting locked in from the... He says you want to go toe-to-toe in the late-game duelist battle.
Play something to leave the lane, says Spawn. Vayne is locked in, okay.
You know, we're going to take it in stride, Spawn, because if this Taliyah gets locked in, I'll be very surprised. Jankos, of course, exceptional in some early games, but for now it will be the Syndra locked in and handed over to Perkz in the mid lane. Definitely a proactive pick, one that can put a lot of kill pressure onto whatever G4 wants to pick up here.
I wouldn't be all that surprised because Taliyah plus Alistar is actually pretty easy teamfight engage if Jankos is able to find the flanks that he needs to. Also farms at a similar pace. If Olaf ever gets on top of you, you die, but I think that's the exact same in nearly every Olaf matchup and should just be able to avoid him on Summoner's Rift at the same time.
We'll see what Jankos can do. We've seen two shades of Jankos this year. Last time we saw him in the Taliyah, it was the one we're excited about, the good Jankos. Snowballing an early game against Schalke in a tiebreaker. Sadly, it was only the early game where he remained relevant, and he's going to need a little bit more than early game to go toe-to-toe with a late-scaling Kassadin now on the lineup of Ascension.
Yeah, and if this game goes past 40 minutes, and I don't often say this when Kai'Sa is on the other team, Ascension's lineup is intimidating to say the least. You know, if this is going to be thrower into tier Kassadin, just so much late game damage that we saw come out of GBM. Also a very solid laning phase picking up Fleet footwork as a keystone mastery, potentially looking for something on the top side. However, Lloyd in trouble.
Just moving in, Lloyd taking a lot of damage here, a lot of initial punch coming up. Rich is here though, first blood goes out. Pyke gonna get right out with that Phantom Undertow, doesn't want a piece of it. Solid first blood pickup for G2.
Yeah, both supports rotating up. Rich was there first, but it didn't matter because Perkz and Jankos on exactly the same page. Now G4 wants in, however.
No mana from Perkz. Wadid is on the way. Is he going to commit for anything else? Looks like G4 now running, but he has to be careful. Jankos is ready with the follow-up CC. They may just be able to burn through the Kassadin, but he wants it. The Pyke leaping forward. Here comes the hook. Pulls him back. Doesn't even need to. Perkz a little bit more resistant to the early plays, but Jankos now has to be careful. He's the one in trouble. Level 5. Red buff may be able to peel him back, but almost impossible to get this Kassadin out of him without the help of Perkz. He goes in. He wants a little bit more, but he's going to need one more ult charge or the flash to commit. Now is he going to go for Perkz too? He has the red buff. He has the regen. Maybe he can keep this play going. Wonder wants to keep it, but Lloyd is on the backside. G4 leaping over. Double kill dropping for G4. Wonder fires back, but this Kassadin is taken off.
Yeah, it certainly is. However, Wonder is already 30 CS ahead in the top lane. Now has a red buff and a kill. Already at the back of the red buff by the time he died. Jankos living for the game.
Jankos and the ultimate. Rich is going to be able to leave out safe, but Nixor not quite so lucky. Not enough time to wait for the wall, and that means he drops the Hjarnan. A lot of blood being traded back and forth across the map. Good on G2 to get something there. Wonder continues to be a strong point on
his top laner Rocky that has flash available. Dracos, do they go for this?
They want to go for it. Already using the ultimate for the Aatrox to get him in faster. Perkz, there's really no way out here. Just hoping he can get a kill back. Rocky going to grab one. See absolute control over this mid lane. Perkz cannot even play the game. One be able to go for it. Ulti goes out. Flash to take that one away. Now G2 looking to force play onto Rich. Chain CC has to be perfect to kill the Pyke, and it is taken out by the side of G2.
Yeah, beautifully played out of Wonder and Hadid. Jankos and Hadid there, just able to bait in Rich. No, he's going to have to carry all this G2 lineup. G4 goes forward.
That's a big risk. Here comes the headbutt pulverized once again. Chain CC comes through. G4 now running, trying to make it out to safety. The flash, the auto, hits him with the cowbell, and that's all she wrote.
Yeah, it certainly is. Meanwhile, the rest of G4's team is taking a dragon. Not going to work out. This comes into the teleport.
Wonder's on the way. Urgot is on the way. Lloyd may just have to run for this one. A little bit harder to chase. Gets low enough. That man is going. Death from below. Not going to be used. Wonder using the flash at a clutch moment, but they're chasing him down. They just want to kill him. Jankos is here to fire back. Death from below. Not going to get the kill that they want, and G4 is now running as Jankos is hunting, pulling back the Pyke, but the Pyke is fed up. Time isn't enough. Wants to make it. Is going to flash out to safety. Jankos still hitting home, still getting the killing spree.
Yeah, it's a 2-4.
Taking out these towers, pushing in for more, making bigger advantages. The Kassadin in the strong point. The Aatrox is not deleted immediately by the chain CC here. And you can see, oh, Perkz not going to be able to sidestep that one. Phantom Undertow is going to chain the CC together. Now they're going to follow up. Kassadin grabs another one. Bit of an overstep, immediately punished. TP's now coming in. Run from this Kassadin is going to be a nightmare.
For a fight, though.
Potentially going to look to fight in the jungle. G4 can try to chase down isolated members. The Rocky once again getting caught out. The ulti's going to be forced early. Wonder now moving in. Fear Beyond Death. He's going to throw it out. He's going to pull him right back. Clean pickoff from the side of G2.
And Ascension Gaming just continue to look for these fights in the jungle, looking to force that tiebreaker.
They know scaling could be a problem. First with a nice sidestep there with D now looking for the re-engage, and it's Hjarnan who's hungry for blood as Rich drops. G4, Rich, do they even want to take this fight here? It looks like they do because G4 is here. Perkz has to play safe, and the Aatrox trying to take down Jankos off to the side.
Ooh.
But he's buying a bit more time. Rocky now running. The resurrection is going to come through, but Wonder's coming. He's threatened. He says, give me that fear beyond death. But the flash is beautifully timed. Hjarnan, though, with a follow-up. The X does get laid down, and now they're trying to retreat. Cannot afford to get taken down by Rich. Hjarnan, though, just cleaning up the rest of the team. Perkz is going to live. A beautiful stop on that ultimate coming through, and G4 wants something, but he doesn't get it, and it's a beautiful triple for Hjarnan.
Yeah, and one more time, that was Ascension starting a fight, thinking they had the numbers. Nixar does not rotate, or doesn't do that much damage.
But the Bane is on the way, and she might. The Blade of the Rune King comes through. Wonder's still going to throw out the ult. He still wants to use the Fear Beyond Death. Not going to get pulled in, though. Nixor being there saves his butt.
Certainly does, and there is no earlier today, but I think that they do have more, especially if TBM plays up. Sorry about that.
Yeah, Hjarnan killed Olaf.
Yep.
That's what happens. Of course, a massive gold lead, so it is just G2 walking this one down. Now, we are still waiting. Maybe this is the moment. Maybe Nixor can do something, but sadly, that is a fed Urgot, and you just do not get to play League of Legends when he pushes that R button. Jankos gonna bring in another kill as well. Double in the end for Wonder. G2 slowly but surely cutting the last little light of hope out of G4 and the Ascension lineup. This is it. G2 moving up to 3-1 in the group, contesting for first place.
And if you're G2, you breathe a big sigh of relief because Destiny back in your own hands. You will have the opportunity to play Supermassive for that Seed 1. And they are starting to look a little bit more clean, a little bit more polished. Potentially some of the class of the more experienced members starting to show.